Okay, so we're gonna work on big toe extension. This is for if you can't actually extend your toe, you need 60 to 70 degrees of big toe extension. So you're gonna grab your foot with one hand, you're gonna grab your big toe with the other hand, you're gonna pull it, so you're gonna pull it, and then you're going to bring it up. So you're gonna work on working the joint. So you're basically tractioning the big toe and then bringing it up. Tractioning the big toe, and do that for like 30 seconds. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna be kneeling and we're gonna have the toes on the floor. So you can see I'm extending my big toes. And then the idea is you're gonna sit back into your big toe, like into your bum to your heels. And this will give you a stretch in your big toe to increase toe extension. Now it can be quite intense, so you might have to go down a little bit on your hands and then hold for 30 seconds and do that for like 5 or 6 times. Okay, so this is called oppositional toes or yoga toes. So the idea is you're gonna lift your little toes up and then you're gonna place those down. You're gonna lift your big toe up. So we're gonna oppose the toes. Now if you find you can't do this, that you can't basically disassociate the big toe from the little toes, then what you can do is you can hold the little toes down and you can lift the big toe up, and then you can hold the big toe down and lift the little toes up. And eventually you'll be able to do that. So do like a couple sets of 10 of those. So this is a split stance mobility drill. So we're working on the back big toe. So the idea is you're gonna have your foot on the ground, the toes with your heel lifted up, and then what you're going to do is you're going to shift back and then drop down. So you're going to really put a lot of pressure into that big toe and basically hold that for like 5 seconds and do 10 of those, and then switch legs. Next one is if you don't have glute med strength, so it's the hip that's the issue, then we can do a bunch of glute med exercises. So the first one is a glute med sequence. So you're laying on your side and you're basically doing small scissors for 10, then you're doing big scissors for 10, then you're riding the bike for 10, then you're lifting your foot up, you're doing circles one way, you're doing from the hip, not from the knee, so the hip is moving, 10 small circles, and then you go the other way, small circles, and do 2 sets of that. We're going to do what's called Bulgarian split squats. So you're going to have your foot up on a bench or something elevated, a couch, and then you're going to be far enough away so that what happens is you're going to move your body back, and then you're going to push your knee out. This leg is just for stability, so you're going to push your knee out, and then you're going to push through your heel and your glute, and you're going to push back up. So it's working the glute med here. So you don't want your knee to cave in. So you don't want this to happen. You want to keep that knee out, and you want to try and get that back knee as close to the ground as you can. And then you're going to push back up through the leg that's stationary in the front.